Good morning. It is 8 a.m. Valentine's Day, and it's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Am I single? Yes, but is my heart full of love? Here it is. Yeah, it is. But that is love that I nurtured for myself, and I just want to share it. And I don't know why I'm here talking to you, but I've just felt the urge to do that. And so we're here. I'm currently eating a baguette and some watermelon. It's Friday. And I was just listening to this monk. It was just like this 10-minute video on YouTube, basically just saying like, listen to this before you get your day started. And I was pretty stressed out this morning. Like most mornings I wake up already very stressed, and it's something that I've been really working on, because I'm like, I don't want to look back in like a year, 5 years, 10 years. I don't want to look back when I'm like looking back in my life in my grave and think, wow, I wasted so many great moments being stressed or worrying about things. And I was like, fuck that. So I've been really putting in the work. I'm putting in the work right now to minimize that. But yeah, anyway, I watched this video and he said this beautiful thing, and I just wanted to share it. I'm probably going to butcher it the way that he said it, but I'm just going to share it anyway. Basically, he was talking about how life, right? Time. Every time you look at the clock, which is something that I do a lot, because I'm always like, oh my God, I'm running out of time. Like, I haven't achieved the things that I've needed to do yet. I haven't done this. Holy fuck, my life's over because I'm losing time. And it's like, whoa, calm down. And he said that every time you look at the time, you should smile. Why? Because you're alive. The only person who has an excuse to not smile when they look at time is people who are dying, or who are dead. And I'm like, that's fair. That's fair. They have permission to not smile because they are no longer here with us. And he was saying how like literally 250,000 people die every day because of natural deaths, and I'm sure it's more than that now. And over 3 million people every day lose somebody that they love. And so he was saying that we are just lucky motherfuckers to be alive. He obviously didn't say it like that, he's a monk. But I can say it like that. We are lucky to not be one of those 250,000 people. Every second we are lucky not to be one of them. But also we're lucky to not be one of the 3 million people that lose somebody that they love. And so he said every morning you should wake up, and when you look at the time, smile because you're alive. And tell the 4 or 5 people who mean the absolute most to you in the world that you love them, or just talk to them, because they are still here. You are here, they are here, so share the love with yourself, with other people, do it. And I immediately looked at my dogs, who are chilling right here. It's Rocco. Hello. And Ruby, she's down here. And oh, here we go, wait. Hello. And I looked at them and I was like, wow, oh my God, I have chills right now. I was like, sorry. Okay. I was like, oh my God. I'm like so overwhelmed with emotion right now. I feel like I could cry, and I have no reason to, but like in a good way. And I was like, holy shit. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have my dogs who are still with me, and they're both turning 10 this year. And so I know that I don't have a lot of time left with them. But I'm lucky because I was making this breakfast right here, and I was looking down on the ground, and they were both there smiling back at me. It is beautiful weather. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I was just overwhelmed with just joy. And more so the fact that like I was creating this joy for myself, you know? Like I don't need anybody to bring me this joy. It is amazing though, because there are people in my life, my family, my friends, strangers that I meet and smile to, have, you know, small talk with. They just add into my life. They just add onto that joy. But like I wake up and I can feel such a sense of joy and like peace within myself alone. And something that I don't do enough is celebrate my wins, and I think we all don't do that enough. And I think I'm just so overwhelmed with just joy right now, because I'm celebrating the fact of that I can feel this, and that I've showed up for myself for so long to be able to feel like this, you know? And yeah, I don't know. I think as well, I just love the idea of every time you look at the time, you should smile. And I really want to do that moving forward, because fuck it. I'm not running out of time. You're not running out of time. Nobody's running out of time. And the more we stress about it, the more we're actually wasting time. And then we waste our lives away. And we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that. We want to see this sun and this beautiful morning glow and just bask in it and just sit in it. And not be worrying about anything else. And I feel like finally I'm really starting to get there. Jesus, I'm starting to get there. Oh, like I've been so stressed and so just anxious for so long. And it's like, oh my God, the gates are opening. The gates, the universe. She's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. By the way, The Alchemist. I fucking love this book. When I decided that I want to quickly film this and just share whatever this is, I was like, let me just whip out my book, because, here we go. There we go. I've only read it twice, and the second time I read it, I was always on the way to uni and would just take this on the train and just highlight my favorite words. And before, when I was like walking down here and grabbed the book, the page that I opened to was this one, and I highlighted this right here, and it says, also guys, fucking read this, buy yourself this book and read this book. Do it 10 times over. I need to do it 10 times over. I'm like, I need to read this every goddamn day of my life, because Paulo, man, you ate with this one. Chills. Ooh. Okay. When you really want something, the universe always conspires in your favor. And that's on period. That's on period. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. And it takes me, like, we need to wake up to it. We need to wake up to it. I needed to wake up to it. And I need to remind myself of that every fucking minute of my life, because right now, this high that I'm on right now, I'm going to be stressed at some point later on this day, but I need to go back to exactly that. That just belief that the world, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, that they are conspiring for me to have my most beautiful life, and for you to have your most beautiful life, and to just consistently remind myself of that, because I easily get trapped into my clouded tunnel vision, stress, blah, 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 whatever. But this is so valid, and it's so true. And in moments like this, I just am in awe of the world. And personally, I believe in the universe, but like I said, God, whoever you believe in, I respect it. I'm here for it. I love it. It really is, like, whatever you can dream of, whatever I can dream of, if it's already in here, like this dream, this like belief in something, in myself, in a future that I don't have yet, but I want, and I weirdly know in my heart that it's meant for me, that is the universe, that is whatever, that is the world. It's, if you can believe it, it'll happen. Like, 1000% it'll happen. But also, it'll only happen if you allow it to. Like, life is really fucking cool. Life is so goddamn cool. The way the world works is insane. But you have to believe it. You have to believe that the world is cool, and that every moment is cool, and that every moment is leading up to another moment that is going to bring you something that you really want, even if you don't realize it in the moment, you know. And yeah, just believe in the magic, and your gut and your heart, it feels really good. I have never listened to my gut feeling in my heart and not felt good about it. It is like an unbelievable feeling of like joy, but like hope, but also like, you know, that feeling of like deja vu where like you've already felt it before, familiarity. We'll just go with that. It feels familiar, and I think that's because it is your destiny, and it is my destiny, and it's beautiful. And why ignore it? Why ignore it just because you're caught up in your own head? You know, I was thinking about this last night. Like, I'm playing a show next week, and I haven't sold as many tickets as I'd hoped I would, and I like have been bottling that up inside for the past couple of days. I've been like suppressing it. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, don't worry. But like I was very upset about it. And last night it was like 8:30, and I just like started crying a little bit. Nothing major, but I was just like, oh, like I'm a failure, like what are people gonna think about me, like I can't even sell out a show, blah blah blah. And then I was like, wait a damn minute. Like, do I actually care? No. Like, me, Paulina, without the influence of anybody else in my life, does she care if 10 people show up or 100 people show up? No. Because the real me is just grateful that people are even showing up in the first place. And, like, I had this one lady, her name's Caroline, and she emailed me through my website, and she asked me if I had a gig guide. And I was like, hey, like, I don't have a gig guide. Like a guide of any gigs that I'm playing, but I am playing a headline show. Like, if you're in Brisbane, you should come. And she was like, oh my God, yeah, I'd love to. I just bought tickets. And she was something like, I can't wait to see you live before you start selling out stadiums. And I was like, thank you, girl. Like, that made my day. Like, so kind. It was so kind. And again, reassured my belief in myself. I'm like, period. We're gonna get there. We will get there. But the fact that somebody like a Caroline who believes in me and who bought 3 tickets, that she's showing up to my concert, that's enough for me. And like the other people that have bought tickets so far, that is heaps for me. Like, I'm over the moon. Like, that, my heart is full of love thinking about it. And then I was like, but why am I so worried, and why am I so upset by the fact that it isn't selling out and tickets aren't selling that well? And I was like, it's because I'm afraid of what other people are going to think about me. I was like, I'm going to be afraid of what people who are either at the show or who aren't at the show are going to think about the fact that somebody with 25k followers can't even sell at 100 person, 100 cap venue, you know? And I was like, I don't care, but I'm thinking in my head that other people are going to care and that other people are going to judge me for it. And you know what? Fuck them. Fuck it. If you want to judge me for it, go for it. Like, go for it. But I don't care. And I was like, I need to get rid of that. I need to, chills. I need to take that off my shoulders and off my heart, because like, that isn't my belief, and that has nothing to do with me. Like, and it's obviously clearly not serving me well. Like, I am distraught because of this. Like, I am deeply upset and like worried about this. And for what? Something that I don't actually care about, and that I'm also in absolutely no control of. Like, I can't dictate how somebody thinks about me, how somebody blah blah exists. So I was like, damn, like, we just gotta like take it off here, and I did. And like, I was in the shower, I had a bit of a cry, and then when I stepped out, it was like when I turned off the shower and stepped out, I was like, oh, wait a second, this ain't me and this ain't serving me. And then I just let it go. And now I feel so good. Oh, chills, dude, what the fuck? I have so many chills right now. So yeah, I don't know. I guess in a way I'm also quite proud of myself, because me a year ago, me 6 months ago, me maybe even last week couldn't have done that, but she's here. And she's growing her strength in many ways, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And I guess to circle it all back, because I have been rambling for 15 minutes, you just gotta keep showing up for yourself. And you gotta hold on to this, which is something that I do every day. And the more I hold on to it, every day I hold on to it, the more I'm able to sit in that belief, you know, like maybe 3 years ago, I would believe in myself this way, like have that beautiful heart gut feeling that things are going to work out and life's beautiful, maybe once a day or maybe once a week, you know. And now it's like multiple times a day, like very, like a lot of times a day, but maybe they don't last long. Maybe it's sometimes just like a minute of me being like, oh my god, life's beautiful, and then boom, back into the stress, and boom, back into it. But the more I keep showing up for myself and doing things that bring me back to that feeling, bring me back to myself, the universe, I'm part of the world's, so the world is me, like the universe is me and I'm part of it, and somehow we're all it, you and me, we're both it, you know. The more I do things like that, which is like going for walks, meditating, listening to people who are very wise and who are very motivating, and surrounding myself with people that are beautiful and inspire me and a light in my life, that brings me back to this, and that brings me back to all of this, you know. And the more I do it, the longer I get to sit in that feeling. Like now it's been like an hour and I still feel like I'm high, but I don't even do drugs. Oh, that's a fly. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, is to just keep showing up for yourself, and please, for the love of fucking God, trust this feeling within you and just lean into it, babes. Lean into the love, lean into the light, lean into who you really are, and the universe, God, whoever, you know. Life is beautiful, it's really fucking cool, and you gotta stop believing it. You just gotta make the choice right here, right now. Life is cool, everything's working out in my favor, so let's fucking go. Let's go do it. Let's go win the day, win the week, win the year, win fucking life. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Life's beautiful.